Before we start, I'd like to tell everybody here something that I didn't get a chance to tell Leslie. About 3 years ago, as my dad was going through his medical problems and eventually took his life, my brother Fred and I would travel back and forth to Florida to spend time with him. At the same time, my German Shepherd dog Drazen, who Leslie loved dearly, was having some procedures performed on his back legs. I mentioned this to Leslie once at her home during a visit. Well, every time after that, when I meet Leslie at an event or at her home, she would pull me over to her in her wheelchair, and in almost a whisper, she would say, "How's your dad? How's Drazen? And how are you doing?" Every single time, no matter how bad things got. I will never forget this, and I want to say thank you to Leslie. About a week ago, my niece Krista and I were talking about Stuart Scott's speech that was on the ESPY Awards. Krista that night went home and looked up the speech. Looked up the speech and then sat down and wrote this letter. She began by quoting Stuart Scott's speech. "When you die does not mean you lose to cancer. You beat cancer by how you live, why you live, and in the manner in which you live." Krista continued, "Leslie did just that. Leslie never gave up. Leslie fought cancer for almost 4 years and lived every day with laughter and a smile. Leslie's motto, never give up, the same as Jimmy V. Cancer Research Foundation's motto. As Stuart Scott said, when you're too tired to fight, lie down and rest and let your support, family, and loved ones fight for you." Leslie has over 1,000 followers on Facebook and other means that keep growing all around the world. She has touched many lives one way or another through her story and made awareness, and in her honor helped raise money for her family and other families in need. She remains an inspiration to us all. Thank you, Krista. What better way to honor Jack's kids and have Jack's kids do it their way? May I have Jake White Knight please come out here? Jake has been a Jack's kid since before he was 1. He knows what it's like to be not healthy and to be a doctor's patient more than a little boy. Jake has grown and watched his friends that are Jack's kids go through many medical turmoils and is very aware that not all of them survive. When you ask Jake to sing Leslie's favorite song at the bowling event, his immediate response was, "Well, that's the least I can do since lately I have been a healthy Jack's kid." That was from Jake's mom, Lynn. From here, once I asked Jake to do this, he went down to the studio, and I was there 3 hours with him. So he put in probably 6 to 7 hours. So Jake was told, let's see how it goes. Jake's a child that doctors said would never be able to hear. Now he's taking vocal lessons at the Somerville School of Rock. Mark Leone, a close friend of the White Knights, helped professionally record what you're about to hear in his home studio. You'll be able to see the tribute video later on tonight on Facebook, or I think we're going to have it up here later on next to George as the DJ. As a tribute to Leslie, you're about to hear Jake sing "The Climb" by Miley Cyrus. Hit it, George.
My name is Jake Whiteknight, and I'm a Jack's kid. My friend Leslie is a Jack's kid too. She doesn't have her voice anymore on this earth, but what she does have is her angels in heaven. This song I'm about to sing for her is the clever house. I won't say it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost. no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. Always gonna be another mountain. Always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I have to lose. Ain't about how fast I can live. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. I'm facing the devil I'm taking. Sometimes I'm knocking down. No, I'm not breaking. I know it. Moments that I'll never remember. Just gotta keep going, and I'm gonna be strong. Just keep pushing on. There's always gonna be another mountain. Always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. Always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb.
It's tough to follow. Well, I'd like to introduce another Jack's kid who has kicked cancer's ass twice. She has recently had a scare with a questionable spot on an MRI, which they feel is just a radiation effect. She's currently taking precautionary chemo. Her faith in God's plan is helping her get through this bump in the road. She was a good friend of Leslie's and would like to say a word. Let's give it up for Haley Filippini.
Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Haley. I was a friend of Leslie's. I met her at one of the events for Jack's Kids, and we quickly became friends. She had such a loving personality. She asked me if I wanted to be her texting buddy since we both had phones. So I was Leslie's texting buddy, and we would text each other, and we would say how much we didn't like cancer, and we would tell each other, oh, today I'm having a hard day, can you pray for me, or, please just keep thinking about me. And I would text Leslie, and I would say, yeah, today's my hard day, keep me in your thoughts and prayers. And one thing that Leslie did is she only cared about other people. I was receiving treatment at Sloan while Leslie was as well, and I was getting treatment, and she had finished her treatment for the day, and she made the effort to come up and see me where I was getting treatment, and she came in with a big smile on her face, and I never forget that. And she told me, you know, I'm here for you, I'm praying for you, you know, and she told me she was going to support me, and that's one great thing that was one of the many great things about Leslie. She would always text me pictures of her little sister, and she was so excited that she had a little sister, and she would say, oh, look at her, isn't she so cute? And today, while all you guys are bowling, just keep Leslie in your thoughts, and remember, she would want you guys all to have the time of your lives today, and just remember that Leslie's great smile that she had, the best attribute of her, and just remember every good part about Leslie, because I don't think there was one bad thing about her.
Thank you, Haley. I'd like to introduce one more Jack's Kid. We're going to have the first ball toss and start the festivities off. Kelsey Kirkner. Haley is going to be, let's see. Haley's over here. Jake, you're over here. And Kelsey, you're over here. Lindsay, take it away.
So on the count of 3, Jake, Haley, and Kelsey will toss out the first ball together. Ready? 1, 2, 3.